there, I'm Shannon, and recently I've been doing a lot of traveling. And with traveling comes the necessity of staying in really crappy motels. In the past few months, I've stayed in like 30 different cities, tons of places all over the US and Canada, and I have seen some shit. Some hotels I've stayed in are really dirty, some smell like smoke, some are full of bugs, and others are haunted. The worst motel by far that I stayed in had to have been a Super 8 in the middle of Arizona. As soon as we got to the hotel, the first thing I noticed was the fact that I literally could not open the door. We threw our whole body weight into it and it would not open. We nearly gave up on opening this thing until all three of us tried at the exact same time, like all three of us pulling in a line, and it finally opened. As soon as I stepped in the door, I saw this giant black spot on the wall. I have been watching the ground all day for centipedes and scorpions and tarantulas, all those creepy crawlies that don't fly with me whatsoever, and as soon as I walked in that door, I felt like I had met my match. It ended up being a cricket, but point aside, I was terrified. I had Tyler kill it, and I was probably outside trying to like talk myself up to go back in the room for like an hour. When I went back inside of the hotel, it had to have been like 1 in the morning at that point, and I decided to just lay down. I don't know about you guys, but every single time I see or hear a bug or feel a bug, I'm on edge for the rest of my entire life. There's no bugs there, but I thoroughly managed to convince myself that there are bugs everywhere. So I was laying down, my senses were on super high alert, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my ear, I don't know if that's an expression, but it's an expression now, out of the corner of my ear, I hear a door creak. The bathroom door had just managed to creak itself open. This door was exactly like the front door. It was made of steel, it was too big for the frame, so you had to throw all your body weight into it to get it open, and it had just managed to open on its own. At this point, I'm on high alert because of the bugs, I'm on high alert because of the creepy fucking door that just swung open on its own, so I am on patrol for the rest of the night, doing a sweep of the room every 2 seconds, making sure there are no ghosts, no tarantulas, anything of that sort in my room. In between the fridge and the stove, I think there was like a gap about like 2 feet wide. There was nothing there. Every time I checked, every time I looked, there was an empty space between those 2 appliances. On one of the random times I checked, I looked up, clear as day, an entire shadow figure just standing there staring at me. So needless to say, immediately I threw the blankets over my head because at that point I was sure of it. We were in a haunted hotel. That door did not open on its own. That ghost was there. This was no ordinary ghost, I guess you could say, because it was a fully grown man, but he was only about 2 or 3 feet tall. I can't really put it into words, and he was standing there in our kitchen, all 3 feet of him. I freaked the fuck out, and I turned to Tyler and I was like, please tell me, please God, tell me you saw that so I cannot be the only crazy one here. And I was expecting him to say no. He explained to me in perfect detail that he too also saw a 2 foot tall, fully grown man in between our refrigerator and our stove. 2 people do not make up that same image in their head for no reason. Something had to have been there, whether it was a ghost, whether you're skeptical or what, something was there and we saw the exact same thing, and the next time we looked, it was gone. Literally, I was in shock. Like, I laid there petrified. Still, I could not move. I was so scared in bed. And right when I think the coast is all clear, I felt something touching my ankle under the covers. At that moment in time, I knew it was all over for me. I was about to get dragged through a portal to the pits of hell. I don't know why, but I just knew it in my heart and my soul. And I literally passed out. I literally, with the very definition of the word literally, not white girl literally, I literally just passed out. I was exhausted, I was terrified, and I just blacked out on the bed and went to bed for the rest of the night. When I woke up in the morning, Tyler looks at me and he says, honey, you know what touched you last night before you died of a panic attack? My toenails. My toenails touched you, Shannon. So I guess, in closing of this story, Tyler cut your fucking toenails and I stayed in a haunted hotel room. I just thought I would share it with you guys, whether you're skeptical, whether you believe me. I guess I don't really care because I know what I saw. I guess you guys can just let me know in the comment section if you guys have ever experienced any form of paranormal activity, and let me know what happened so I can read your comments and reply to as many of them as I can. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up so I can keep making more of these. I love you guys more than anything, and I will see you in my next video. Stay pretty, kitties. Bye!